Hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Anthony Cummins. I'm a historical researcher and author. Please enjoy the video.
Right, today we're going to do something that actually keeps cropping up from many different places, which is could Ninja do this? So, but first of all, obviously all my videos are done to support books. This is just out, guys. It's doing really well. People are really enjoying it, and it's How to Be a Modern Samurai. So get your copy. Loads of copies went into Barnes and Noble. Barnes and Noble snapped them up, which was superb. So you can get one easily at Barnes and Noble and Amazon and places like that. So do get yourself a copy if you'd like to keep up to date with what I do. Right, so I obviously answer a lot of questions about the Ninja, and one thing that does keep popping up from many different places is actually, could Ninja do this? And it was only the other day when I was talking to an artist friend of mine where I was like, actually, I should make a video on this. So here's the video. So I get this all the time. Like, first of all, I say things like, there's no such thing as a hand-to-hand combat system specific to the Ninja. There seems to be no evidence pointing that Ninja used shuriken specifically, or they themselves used it. You know, there's no evidence that Ninja had a specific type of armor. But I always get the question, this comes next, is, Anthony, could Ninja use shuriken? Anthony, could Ninja have used masks? Anthony, could Ninja have used smoke bombs? Anthony, could Ninja have done this? Could Ninja have done that? And it's one of those questions where it's a trapped question because you can't answer no. You can't answer no. So let's put it this way. Could Ninja have used shuriken? Now, I've got to choose here, yes or no. So if I pick yes, they could have done, they could have done. If I pick no, I say no, they couldn't have done. They say why? And then I'm trapped into trying to prove a negative that I can't really prove. So it's a case of, there's only one option for me to say, Anthony, could Ninja have ever made a kite that allowed them to fly like in the legends? They could have done, I don't know. I've never seen it in documentation, but they could have done, okay? So that is the problem. If I say, no, they definitely didn't do that, they would, then it's possible that they may have done. Do you know what I mean? We just don't have the information. So the way history works is, what we do is we look at different types of information. So, for example, they say the Bansen Shukai has this recipe, Anthony, with this name for, I don't know, a fire rocket. And Fukushima Ryu has this name for this rocket, and it's very similar to the Bansen Shukai. I'm just making this up. This is not true. I'm just using this as an example. And they've both got similar names, and the powders are slightly different. Could they be related to each other? That's a question that you can ask on the could. It's possible. Now let's discuss that. Could they have done this? Fukushima's here, Bansen Shukai's here, there's Kusunoki. How have they all come together? That's a question that you can answer, because it's a could question based on historical information. But if you have a question that's a could question based on no historical documentation, the answer is always yes. Could ninjas actually be an alien race brought down in spaceships, and they were planted within the Japanese government to feed information back to the alien spacecraft so the aliens could learn about Japan? Possible. Don't you know, it could happen. I can't say no, because I can't tell you about spaceships and their intention and whether they're there. Do you see what I mean? You end up in a ridiculous place. So could this happen and could that happen? So you've got two types of could questions, like I said. Basically, you've got the could question that is irrelevant. Could Ninja have used shuriken? Could Ninja have had their own hand-to-hand combat system specifically for them? I suppose so. Could they have used smoke bombs? Possible. Could they have used chopsticks? Could they have used napkins? You know what I mean? It's possible, but we have no information for it. So history, the point of history is you've lost the information. You don't have it. So somebody's gone along and collected all the documents and said, right, this is what we've got. This is the best picture we've got. Now, if you allow a could question to come into it straight away, and you say, yes, that is possible, it goes off on one. Could Ninja have had their own hand-to-hand system? It's possible they could have done. Of course, there were many different types of systems of hand-to-hand combat. Okay, well, Anthony says they could have done, so this means that, and that means that, and all of a sudden, you're like, where did that come from? There's no evidence for it. So history should be like a platform, a solid platform. the next step. And then you're debating, should we put the next piece of information there? Or then you're like, no, let's center it. And this creates a proper picture. If you do, here's some information, could it have been that? Well, it could have done that, and it could have done that, and it could have done that. And the next thing, you've got this crazy wall that's just going to fall down. After a couple of bricks, that falls down. That's how theories fall to pieces, because they don't stick to the realm of documentation. Now everybody says, oh, Anthony, it's so restrictive and it's so this, but I didn't invent history. I didn't invent the way history is done. That's just how you do it. Now the reason, and there isn't a case of, oh, let's break free of the old ways. No, they're proven to be correct. You need to stay true to history, because it allows us to build up the best picture ever. The moment you go off, you get fringe history, which is crazy stuff over here, which you're like, aliens are, infiltrating the Japanese government and setting up ninjas. So that's the difference. So guys, be careful when you ask the questions, could a ninja have done this? Just know that it's an irrelevant question, because the answer is always yes. So if you want to believe, so basically, what is history for? History is for you. So if you're sat there and you're like, I want to believe that ninja used shuriken, I absolutely need to believe this. Well, then first of all, you should realize you're wrong in the way you're approaching it. But okay, that is your life. I need to believe this. So could ninja have used shuriken? Yes, they could. Now go off and enjoy your fantasy. You're gonna, okay, ninja could have used shuriken. They could have invented it. There was different types, Iga types and Koka types and this type. Yeah. And I'm doing shuriken at the weekend. I'm having a right good time. Boom, boom, boom. That's your life. Enjoy that. But the rest of us in history are actually going, well, they could have done, but that's an irrelevant question. What information do we have about the ninja and the shuriken? And let's debate it. So recently, Eric Shahan found that information about a quote with ninja using shuriken. So could it be that they came in the Edo period? Could it be that there's a hidden thread we're unaware of? This is where the questions start to get pulled back to reality. So there you go. Right, guys, so in the future, whenever anybody asks me these questions, I'm going to send them this video and say, could a ninja do X? And don't forget, guys, do get yourselves a copy. It was literally only been out a week, and we might be reprinting soon. So it's really been enjoyed. So as I say, and we've had great support from Barnes and Noble, who've took a load of copies off the publisher and displaying them in Barnes and Noble now. So off you go, guys. Get yourself a copy. Let me know what you think down below about the use of history, and if you've read this book, let me know what you think.